Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again. The Wrestling Wire in the house. We are live tonight. We're going to be talking about WrestleMania. We're going to be talking about Raw, NXT. We're going to be talking about all kinds of things. Uh, and I keep saying we, but there he is.
I'm here. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing all right, man. How are you?
I can't complain. I'm enjoying this. As you saw, we were live last night, trying a little different because we talk wrestling here on Thursdays on the Wrestling Wire, and I went live with a little side project last night. So now we're back here again. We're just staying busy. We always find ways to talk about stuff that you guys want to talk about. And tonight, it's all about wrestling, and it is our special WrestleMania recap show. I got the hiccups. I'm sorry.
It's all
Uh,
good.
you
I mean,
saw the post earlier today. We have a surprise that we unveiled earlier. If you haven't heard, we will be having a special guest sometime next week.
it's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Next
Yeah,
Tuesday.
next
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Next Tuesday at 8. AIWF Women's Champion Ava Brooks will be joining the show. She is all the way up in PA, and she's going to be joining the show because she's going to be talking to us about a show she's actually coming to work
You're
in
cutting
South
in and out.
Carolina.
Can't hear you.
I don't know why. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Thank
Okay.
you.
She's
Hello.
going to be working. She's going to be working a show here in South Carolina in May. So I was told that this young lady wanted to come on and kind of, get a feel for what she was going to be facing up against in South Carolina. So I'm really interested to see how this goes.
I am.
19 years old and a women's champion in AIWF already.
Yeah.
That's
Miss Kate is actually really happy about it because she's at PA represent DMP, but I told her a little about her, and she's like, "That's amazing." All right, shout out representing Philly.
I mean, I mean,
And 19 years old too.
Pennsylvania,
What?
Pennsylvania, not necessarily Philly, but Pennsylvania. I
PA.
don't know where I don't know where she's at in PA, but either way, dude. So yeah, nice job last night. I know you did a gamers style show, and that's awesome.
Nerdy style show.
Yeah, I was a bit preoccupied. Um,
All good. Life happens.
Wednesday. Well, no, Wednesdays. I'm in church Wednesday night, so you're not.
It's life.
Um,
Obligations.
you know, if you wanted to talk about the new Doom though, coming out May 10th, we can probably.
Oh yeah, I have you. I have
get
you on.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm hyped for that too.
'Cause I crushed 16. I crushed Eternal, and I've played and beaten all of them since like the 90s when it started. So
Yeah,
like
I remember my brothers and I. We used to sneak into the computer room to play, like in the morning before you go to school. Then during the summer.
right?
Yeah,
Nothing wrong
good
with that.
times. Mhm.
But dude, let's start with Stand and Deliver, man. NXT Stand and Deliver definitely did deliver. It was an awesome show. I missed it live. Something came up and I had to leave, and then I came back and ended up trying to finish it before Mania Night 1. I didn't make it, so I had to finish it before Mania Night 2
Mhm.
after I got back. Let's see here. Hi, Ron David. Austin, other Game Geeks and Needs. I would love to hop on next episode if you're down. Hey,
I
you know what,
appreciate it,
dude?
Ron. We need you to come on for that because we're already talking about what we're going to discuss next time. We apparently didn't get enough to talk enough about the Superman stuff because he has a movie coming out. Apparently,
Superman.
yeah, he has another movie.
I mean, I'm not a big DC guy. I like DC shoes. But I don't. I'm not a big DC guy, man. I'll watch, or and I have kind of a broken relationship with DC.
Mm.
Comics weren't bad. And Wonder Woman, the first one was great. Aquaman was really good. And other than the Batman franchise from like Nolan, eh, the Batman was
Well,
the Batman was cool. Oh, and the Penguin series is fantastic.
yes, it is.
But beyond that, I just every time they try to do something, it feels so half done. And
Yeah, and that's because we're gonna go into a tangent. I know we are. Let's leave that for the next one, for the next show. All right.
gotcha. Um, so Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley coming out on top, and they were named the new number one contenders for the women's tag titles.
Mhm.
Um, which was lost at Mania and then won back on Raw.
I know. Wow.
Wild. So, and then it was defended on NXT. It's just like insanity, dude. They're just throwing out everything right now. It's crazy. But Liv Morgan and Raquel defeated Gigi and Tatum. What was the it kind of gave me a what was the point of that vibe.
Yeah. Why do it? Yeah.
Was it all for the Becky heel turn?
Maybe. Yeah. They had to dissolve it. I think that's probably most likely what it is.
Well, the trick with that, it becomes they just did a heel turn for Naomi by having Jade attacked, right?
Mhm.
And then they had the story with Bailey being taken out or whatever, and it just I was like Bailey being taken off of Mania. That I didn't enjoy that. I'm a Bailey fan. I think she's doing great work. She's a little lost in the fold right now,
Mhm.
and that's one of the things I really hope that WWE gets a handle on. Because
Do you want her to stay heel or become babyface again?
Bailey,
Hmm.
baby, baby Bailey is the way. Baby Bailey is the way. Um, and to be actual with it right now, I believe we're going to end up with Bailey Becky again because of Valkyria. Because Bailey was teaming with her, taken out of the match, but they were having respect as well as still doing the she was still eyeing that title, the women's IC title, right? But she was still going to be her tag team partner. So I feel like that's the direction that's going. I feel like we're going to end up with um, Becky trying to like really hurt, quote unquote, uh, Lyra, and
Mm.
Bailey's going to swoop in for the save, and we're going to get Baby Bailey, heel Becky as our feud going on for perhaps even if this doesn't occur at Backlash, this will be by the next PLE or maybe heading into Bailey Becky would be a good SummerSlam match. You got to figure we're already staring down SummerSlam because Rumble is over, Mania is done. We got SummerSlam and we got Survivor Series for the last of the big four. So I feel like that would be a worthwhile SummerSlam matchup, just a matchup, not necessarily having to have a title involved, but just a fantastic women's matchup. And I believe that those could deliver those. I really do believe that those could deliver. What is up, Kyle and Disney? How you doing, man?
How you doing, boss? Yeah, I agree. Like that. I mean, you're always usually spot on. Well, most of the time, I'll give it to you. With some of this stuff. Um, I think that that'd be a good direction to kind of set things up, and that does make sense because of Stephanie.
Stephanie.
I mean, Valcour. Not Stephanie McMahon, but Valcour.
You're talking. Where is Stephanie Valcour coming into this? Because I'm talking about Lyra Valkyria. And
Yes, sorry.
I'm like,
I had them mixed up. Yeah, Lyra Valkyria.
oh my
I was like,
God, no, dude, Stephanie, and oh my goodness, Stephanie Valcour is something
no,
special.
Lyra Valkyria. Yeah.
100% Stephanie Valcour
Oh,
is
she's
something.
amazing.
Oh my Lord, is she fantastic? Um,
Well, because I'm going through the results, and I mean, she's now
still women's champ. Stephanie?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you. Yeah, you keep cutting out.
Oh, it's this older microphone. All right. Look, brand new headset will not lock in. It will not. No, look, green light is charging and everything. It'll beep here in a minute, and it will not lock back into my Bluetooth connection for this computer. I have no idea what's going on. But so Ricky Saints and Ethan Page had an excellent match on Stand and Deliver. They really did. That was a knockdown drag out. That was great.
It was a good match. It was a fun match to watch because it went back and forth. Then the shenanigans off the rope. They went to the outside. It was good.
I want to see Ethan get the call up and an LA Knight Ethan Page feud, like a proper one, a proper singles feud done this way would be fantastic to me. I really do believe that would be an excellent feud, especially with LA Knight right now. He needs something going on.
Do you have another mic?
No, I do not. Is it still crapping out?
Mm-hmm.
That's lovely.
Yeah, I think we talked about that on our roundtable discussion, and I think you mentioned that too. That's eventually what might be happening. I think that is what's going to happen. It looks like. What's up? No, not yet. Kaylin, it's on the watch list. It's just there's so much. Kylan, sorry.
His name is Kylan.
Kylan, sorry, Kylan. I could read. I promise.
Are you sure?
I went to public school.
In Virginia.
Yeah. No, it's on my watch list. I have been watching clips here and there. Of what some people are kind of like calling some of the people involved out. And how Bubba is just a rage-filled guy.
Really. Dude, yeah, I've seen a lot of clips. This headset decided to work. I've seen a lot of clips. I have not had a chance to watch LFG. But
some of the clips I've been seeing, that talent is just doing a great job.
If I watched everything I could for wrestling, I would never have time to watch anything else or do much of anything else. There's just
at this
so
point, I've just been listening to it at work since I work in a lab and the machines are so freaking loud. I have the sound reducing headsets in, so I just kind of listen to it while I'm working. So that's the only real way I can catch up. I can't watch it, but I can at least listen to what goes on.
I mean, I predominantly keep an earbud in and have music playing. So while I'm working and I'm talking with other, my coworkers or managers or whatever I'm dealing with on the job sites. But I've got to give it a chance. I might take a night where I have nothing to do and just throw it on and let it run. So Lazarus Black, guys.
My dude.
What is up, brother? Listen, look at this background. This new background that we are rocking tonight.
Yeah,
courtesy of Lazarus Black.
Let's show that background. There we go. Look at that beautiful.
He did a fantastic job, and he created multiple backgrounds for us. He created the new gen of the Indie Spotlight. he created the new gen of the Round Table Rumble. So
Oh
we
yeah,
got
we're
all of
definitely doing.
our
Yeah, next time we are definitely doing circles on each one of those chairs.
okay. But there's a call with that. My picture's got to go near where the cigar
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
bourbon is.
yeah. Of course.
I asked for a cigar and ashtray to be put
Because
there,
he
and
wants to be the
he hooked
head
me
of
up.
the table. Because we have
No,
to
he hooked me up.
acknowledge him.
Not know what you did.
No,
I did not know what you
that
did.
was you. All you had to do was click over.
Yeah, I
us
didn't
again.
notice what you did. I didn't notice that you had clicked it there. So I thought we were like out of frame. I'm like, what the hell is going on here, man? But yeah, Lester's Flag did a
Next,
fantastic job creating all of our new backgrounds. They are freaking epic.
I get that a lot. I also get I'm the love child of Joey Fatone and the other guy, apparently, from the other boy band.
Well, if
And
if you
Sal.
would use some beard oil in that Joker, it would clean right up, man. I promise you that. Or some beard butter. Remind
I
me next
do. I
time I
use
see you.
beer. I use beer butter every day.
Well, then you need to oil that Joker before you butter it. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You gotta do something because they ain't got no sheen to it, and it's all frayed. It's like it's wild out there, man.
Yeah, I've been told I look like Joey Fatone and AJ McLean had a baby. I get that a lot.
Oh God,
Yeah,
that's just awful.
thanks, guys. Yes, I know.
That's awful. So Hank and Tank defeated Fraxium. I really? They got plenty of butter. They got plenty of butter in Virginia.
Sure,
Trust
sure.
me. The
No, I
cholesterol
did
levels.
not. I did not. Wait, did I say that Hank and Tank were going to win? No, I did not.
I think you
I did
said
not see that.
Fraxium win.
That was pretty good.
I mean, look,
Yeah.
Wahlberg's like one of the most popular, actors right now.
Is he?
Yeah, he's solid. He's a good actor.
I would
And
say John Berthel.
John Bernthal is very popular, but you're like a foot and a half shorter than Bernthal. You're closer to Mark's height. And then Bernthal, dude, I want to see that new movie with him and Affleck, like something serious.
The Accountant 2. Yeah.
The Accountant 1 was fantastic. The Accountant 2 looks
And
great.
apparently this is one of those movies where the sequel is like supersedes the original.
That's going to be hard for me because I love The Accountant because I thought it was so intricate. The more complicated the movie, the more I like it. I prefer stuff like that where it's got a whole lot more to it. Oh yeah, well, Virginia and West Virginia is that. There you go.
Lazarus, you're just acknowledging that I am a sexy man, and I appreciate that.
Oh god. Oh god. Well, at least he didn't say Pablo Escobar. He said Pablo Pascal. But I think he meant. Did he mean Pedro Pascal?
Pedro Pascal.
I think that's what he meant. But it's okay. It's okay.
We know what you meant. We know what you meant.
We were picking up what you were putting down, but we explained it for the rest of the audience. We got you covered. I'll never let you look stupid. Sol Ruka winning the.
I know you're happy about that.
I'm fine with it, but I picked Thea Hale.
Okay.
I picked Thea Hale. And I'm fine with it because Sol's amazing.
Mm.
She's fantastic.
No, she's amazing. And the fact that she was able to pull it off again and again and again and go for the belt. Phenomenal.
Yes.
Phenomenal.
Dave and your good folks, if Ron vouches for you. Yeah, I vouch for him.
It depends on who you ask.
Like, yeah, like I said,
Depends on who you
he
ask.
said you're good if I vouch for you.
All right. Cheers to that.
Let's see. There was supposed to be a comment or comma. You look like Pablo. Oh,
Mm,
Pascal's guy. That's funny. So that
you
makes
got
it
me.
even better.
That made me pop.
It,
Yeah.
that's even better.
Claps to you, sir. Claps to you.
Very good. Very good. Very good. But like I say, I had Thea Hale picked because I felt like Thea Hale deserved this moment.
Hmm.
But I'm good. I have a feeling, dude, she may be getting a call up. I
Really?
really do feel like they're going to call her up. I
Mm.
also feel like they're going to call up Tony Tony D'Angelo. I think they're going to keep some of the other cats there, especially
Mm.
after Dark State defeating defeating them in that matchup.
Yeah.
I feel like Stax is
He is kind of the standout, isn't he?
he's a very good athlete. He's a good athletic wrestler. He's got a good look about him. But the hair and the mic work.
Let the
I
man.
mean,
The hair. It's fine. Let him enjoy the hair. The mic work. Okay, the mic work could use a little work, but I think he looks the part.
but
No, he
hey,
looks the
man,
part. Thank you. Appreciate it,
yeah,
Lazarus.
yeah, greatly appreciated, brother. You have a great night and good luck to you. I got commissions to work on. There you go.
My boy.
That's what
And
we
if
need
you
to
need
hear.
some commissions done and you
Yes,
need a logo done or a background done, most likely,
flyers,
flyers.
logos, flyers, t-shirt designs, wrestling match cards, wrestling posters. You want a wrestling business card. You know them goofy graphics that say I worked for all these companies.
Hey,
That one.
I made one and I got some.
Oh,
I made one and I got some bookings.
well,
Hater.
I'm not. I wasn't hating on her. I was saying
Mm,
I worked for all
mhm.
these companies, and look, the Lazarus can make you those. And
Okay, let's see. That's your
as
coverage.
you can see, he brought us into the new era.
He did. Lazarus, actually, I
So,
may need to collab with you on something. I'm trying to do something special for a buddy of mine who's doing special work. So I'll hit you up.
all right. Let's see. Why are you making fun of our
My
wrestling
wrestling
resume?
man.
You have one of those? I've never seen that.
Who,
I'm
me? Yeah.
surprised.
Or
No,
him?
not you. Him.
Oh,
Kylan. Kylan is the one responsible for me being brought into indie wrestling. So if
hey,
you
I do
guys
have a
want to,
question for you, sir.
y'all can hate him. What,
Uh,
me or
I
him?
see that Audrey Allen has an AP pass. Where's my AP pass? Disney. Okay, that's not cool. Like I like Disney. How come she gets an AP pass? David wants an AP pass. What's up with that?
Oh, you're talking about actual Disney. Okay. Oh, it's like what?
Tell me I'm wrong though, Ron. I mean,
Look,
really?
he don't even know what you're
Don't
talking
play
about.
coy with me, sir. An annual pass. An annual pass to Disney. Clearly, you have connections here because everybody assumes my last name's Escobar. I have connections. Well, I'm going to assume you have connections to Disney, my guy.
Oh, you just said your last name's Escobar?
That's the
Really?
family name, unfortunately. Yeah, I changed it to Estacado.
Oh, okay. You changed it to Estacado.
That's actually a true story.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
no,
see.
that's not kayfabe. That is shoot. Well, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah. Okay. What's up, Scotty Brooks? Hey, look.
You about to call him Scotty Lee, weren't you?
No, Scotty Brooks. I was
Scotty.
about to say something else. Our sincerest, heartfelt condolences to you, brother. If you need
Yeah.
anything, you've got my number. You got David. Give us a call if you need anything. Much love and support to you guys.
You support us, man. We support you. We love you, buddy.
Uh, I appreciate it, man. But
We
definitely,
appreciate it.
thoughts and prayers are with you at this time, brother. 100%. Man.
Oh, shout out to the president of wrestling himself, Philip Stamper. If you want to know all the wrestling that goes on in the entire United States, this man has a huge like Excel spreadsheet of everything going on. He actually makes a huge list of all the indie wrestling shows. You send him the dates, he'll put them on there, and he'll update it. So if you want to know what's going on around your town, check out Phil Stamper.
Alrighty then. Let's see here. And we already know Stephanie Vecchio defeated the other ladies in the Fatal 4-Way matchup.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all about it. Solid performance. She's been amazing.
Since day one, dude. Since
I
day one.
I really feel like she is going to be something serious when they do bring her to the main. I think it's going to be incredible. I don't know that she's going to get the rocket boots, but in my opinion, if there was ever a female to put on that spot, I'm going to say it's her. Like almost like how they did with Paige when Paige debuted and defeated AJ Lee on her debut. If there was ever a female to do that with, I'm going to go with her.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm dead serious. I'm going to go with Stephanie Vacquier. I understand she's not all gold on the mic. The look, the in-ring ability, the charisma, that she can get that mic. She can handle that mic.
Yes, she can.
Trust me.
And just
she
her
can handle that.
presence, man. Like she's the total package, and I think that you're right. I think she's on her way up to join up the main.
I really do believe that she is going to be. I really think she's going to be like the next breakout star for the WWE Women's Division.
Agreed.
That's I know it's saying a lot, but that's how I feel about it.
Agreed.
So, let's see here. NXT champion Obafemi defeated Trick and Javon. All of us had Javon Evans winning that. I don't.
We did,
and
it just makes sense because Obi.
Oba.
Oba. I don't know why I said Obi. Oba. It makes sense. As much as I wanted Javon to win, who knows? Maybe he might be getting a call up. We don't know. We don't know.
Nah.
You think it's too early for that?
Trick, yes. I think
Okay.
Trick's gonna get a call up. I don't believe that. I thought they would pull up Oba as well. But what I believe they're going to do is like Trick Page or Trick Ethan Page, maybe Tony D, and I don't know, Thea Hale, maybe one more female getting a call up. Like if I would say it's about time for 5 or so of them to 5 or 6 at least to move up to the main. I get it. Y'all, the shows are so overloaded and we barely get any wrestling and there's all this TV. Okay, who cares? When you get called up to the main, there's a reason behind it. And, you know, they just had Rusev return. We probably got Aleister Black coming back tomorrow night. There's a lot to be said here. But I don't know. I'm down with the idea that those are the 5 call ups. I don't see who else would be in line to get called up.
Mm.
Everybody else is just kind of floundering right now. Lexus King ain't ready. Noam Dar is not going to the main. Um, let's see. There's a there's a handful of people that I think would be ready. Oh, Roxanne Perez is the other one getting called up.
Oh
Thea
yeah,
Hale
most
and
definitely.
Roxanne Perez. I feel like they're both getting called up. Especially seeing as Roxanne lost again on Tuesday night to Stephanie Vakir.
So you think that's gonna be the big call up?
Yep. As Kylan said, Scotty, definitely praying for you and your family during this current time. Yes. Yeah, I think Roxanne Perez and Thea Hale are going to be pulled up for the women's side. And like I said, Trick Williams, Ethan Page, those are my main two for going up. Probably Tony D.
Tony. Okay.
Probably Tony D'Angelo. I don't. I don't know if that shtick is going to work on the main. I don't know.
No. I mean,
Unless,
the fans are liking it so far. So.
well, what if he was called up to join Rollins and Braun Breaker
Oh.
under Paul Heyman?
Okay.
That's right. That's an interesting combination. That's not a bad spot for the kid.
No.
I've seen a lot of people saying, "Oh, it needs to be Austin or crap. What's that kid's name? A-Town Down. You help me out here. Grace or not? He's partners with Grayson Waller, and that guy is floundering too. Austin Theory.
Theory.
Yeah, Austin Theory. So, hey man, a lot of people thinking that that's gonna be his spot. I don't know, dude. I don't know if that's gonna be his spot or not. Honestly. Um.
Either way, it was a great show.
Oh yeah, it was solid. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on, and there's some new faces appearing in NXT, so making way for them is a good thing.
I think that's what they're setting up to. Is they're slowly not recycling, but kind of shifting the talent up. They bring all this new talent. They want to give them a spotlight because last thing you want to do is have, and I know you're going to say something, a lot of talent and not enough time to put those talent over, or have enough time to actually highlight that talent.
I know exactly where you're going with that, but I'm not gonna take the bait on it. Because if you add in Max, it's over 1 million. So WrestleMania results. I had to at least do that.
Yeah,
so
all right.
everybody,
I was waiting for something.
Everybody caught the reference. And if you didn't catch the reference, just below David Estacato's name, there you go. Here's your sign. WrestleMania. We all had Jay, or most of us, I think, had Jay Uso winning. I did not have Jay choking out Gunther, bro.
No.
I did not have Gunther submitting. Like, that wild.
Was wild. I thought he was gonna get out. I'm like, all right, they're gonna make this go a little, and I was like, wait, what? That was my reaction. That was pretty much summed up right there,
dude. The New Day winning the tag team titles. I don't care. I didn't care.
Did I say they were gonna win? Yes, I did.
I think so. I don't remember. It's in the Messenger group. If you pull up Facebook Messenger, you can see Luke jotted all that down for us, man. I appreciate Luke Childers doing that. I was having a conversation earlier today about we were talking about independent wrestling and somebody who's not independent wrestling. They are let me phrase. They are no longer involved in independent wrestling. And I was like, hey, you know what? They said I would recommend Luke Childers for this job, and I said most definitely, if you're not going to call me, I would definitely recommend Luke Childers for this job. He'd be great at it, and I think he'd be even better at it than I would. I really think that they should call him. And we were talking about another company, and they were utilizing a person to put talent over with interview segments. But it kind of feels like whenever this person's on there, they put themselves over and not the talent over. So I don't know. It was just a conversation that myself and a colleague were having, and I was like, dude, I would definitely use Luke Childers for this because he's a fantastic kid and he does a good job. Oh, fantastic young man. I don't want to call him a kid. He's a young man. And he does a good job, and he's real respectful.
He was very energetic, really joined in, really chimed in.
And he's got wrestling in his blood, man. His family's been in this business, so it's one of those things where I feel like the kid can do this task better than a lot of people could because he understands getting over and he understands putting over, and that's a big deal. He's under 20 and able to put people over like that.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
gotta give it to him. A young. Oh man, I was nope, not saying it. I'm not. Nope. Having somebody that new and fresh into the business and able to understand that is fantastic.
Yeah. Well, look who his father is.
Exactly.
His father's in the business for over 20 years.
Correct. So that shows that he respects the business, respects the legacy, respects his.
Yes. But I didn't care much about. I didn't think the tag title match was really good anyway. I really did not think it was good. I didn't think it was very good. Jade Cargill and Naomi. All right, I get that there was some mishits in there. There was some misses in that, but overall, it looked really good for me. It looked really good in my opinion. Oh, that's an off-air thing. That's an off-air thing. That's
okay.
not
all right.
That's not an on-air thing. Yeah, no.
That's why I thought you were gonna respond. You didn't have to say anything on
air.
No,
if I were to respond, I'd be up here typing right in front of my camera, and I'm leaned back in my recliner, nice and comfortable. I've got my little computer pad for my mouse. I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
I promise, I'm just chilling. Anyway, Jade Cargill and Naomi, fantastic. They did a great job.
Dude, they went at it and just back and forth, just big move after big move. It was nuts. To have them clash like that, well worth. Great build up, great ending, just awesome.
Right, 100%.
Yes. 100%. Were there some? I feel like they covered it. It wasn't too bad. But it's still a really great match.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of that, but also you gotta think about it like this. That's a huge crowd for Jade.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good matchup for Jade. Trend's pretty safe. I overall I thought it was solid. Of course, everything could always be better, but I still thought it was fantastic for what it was, and people got to recognize that. Jacob Fatu, LA Knight, wow,
dude.
I wanted LA Knight to win, but I'm good with Jacob Fatu winning this. All gas, no brakes with it. Let's see what he does with the strap. Okay, that's all I got to say. Let's see what he does with the strap in hand. Okay,
I think he's gonna do a great job. I mean, that match was just nuts. It was uh, rough, to say the least. Just kind of just, I was surprised. Like, wait, what? Called it?
It was solid. El Grande Americano defeating Ray Phoenix.
That was a fun
So
match. That was a fun match to watch.
Ray Phoenix just cemented himself in this
Yes,
company.
he did.
100%. This kid's going to be a star for a long time. I understand that he was big in the other company and big as a lucha bro and big around the world, whatever. I'm talking he's going to be bigger than ever.
I think he really, really showed off. He really showed off his talent. He did the tenacity in there that he could go. Like he put on an amazing matchup. And to have it be such a last minute thing too,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
he really
Do
showed up and showed
you
out.
do you believe that they have um let's see here. Do you believe that they will have guys like Phoenix
Well, wait, are we talking about
perform?
the AAA announcement?
No, 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 no.
Because I think that's a big deal. I think that's actually, I did not see that on my bingo card.
That's massive. What
Wow.
what I was asking, we'll cover that in a minute. We'll cover
Mhm.
that after we finish night one. We'll talk about the AAA thing, and then we'll go to knockout night
Night
two.
two. Sure. Cool.
With the whole thing of Rey Mysterio getting hurt,
Mhm.
do you believe that they have a backup plan for every single matchup, just in case something like this happens?
Probably. They probably do.
Could you
Because you never
imagine?
know. You
Could
never
you?
know.
Yeah. Okay. 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 Friday night was SmackDown. Saturday was Night One Mania.
Mhm.
That quickly. That quickly? Come on now. Come on.
Well, they were going to make the AAA announcement, right? So it could be one of those things that he was just there to kind of do the announcement and kind of do the PR stuff with AAA. That, oh snap, yo, Ray got hurt. Uh, Phoenix, do you want to go out there?
Phoenix
Can
has
you go
already
out?
been Phoenix had already been signed by the E. He was already working for the
Yeah,
E.
but yeah, I know, but I'm saying that he was there for also clearly because he was in the background with the PR stuff for the AAA
Yeah.
stuff when they made the announcement. So whatever happened to Ray, they were like, "Hey, I know you're going to be here for that. Do you fill in? Like maybe that it could be one of those situations. You never know."
It could be, or could you imagine that every match that transpires has a just in case next matchup something happens type of thing? Could you imagine that? The writers would be so insanely busy because you would have to make something make sense, and then half of the crap you write gets, or 95% of the stuff you write gets thrown in the trash because it's a
Yeah.
backup plan. It's a contingency
Yeah.
plan just
But you
in
never
case
know.
something
I
happens.
think they should have and would have contingency plans. It's, you never know. Like a car breaking down, late for the airport. You never know. Though they probably get like fined if they don't make it to a show.
I can only imagine because I would love to know what Phoenix's one day payout for Mania was. His one
Yeah,
Mania payout. I would love to know what the Mania check was. Just
probably
just just for shiggles, okay?
probably just pay rent for the whole year.
Oh, I
'Cause
would
that's
I
it.
would I would guarantee it's every bit of 15 grand.
Yeah,
Every
that sounds reasonable.
every bit of 15,000, if not 25 if you included merch sales, because God knows he probably
Oh
sold a
yeah.
mint. Talking about Vegas. You're talking about you not far, from SoCal. You not far from Mexico.
Oh
Well,
man,
you gotta
dude,
go
he
back to
he
Mexico.
made money. He made money.
Oh, I guarantee you. I guarantee you. Either way, I thought it was excellent. They did a really good job. I like that match. I thought that was a fun match. Chad Gable can go on any level.
What are you talking about? That's Americana.
Dude, yo, we gonna get into this one. We gonna get into this one real good because Tiffany Stratton lost teeth but won her match. the
Yeah,
blonde
bro.
Barbie oh
Jeez,
my lord, dude.
I could only imagine. That's not a fun time. All right, like I've hurt my teeth drinking water in a glass. That shit hurts. Okay, that she chipped her tooth, continued the match, and still freaking won. Props, freaking
It was a good
props
match
to
too.
her. It was.
It was a great match. I've been saying, I said it. I thought it was going to be a good match, and I thought Tiffany was going to win, and I thought why because of you know Charlotte needs to. She doesn't need to go away, but she needs out of the main title picture. She needs to start elevating talent on her way out. Is she on her way out? I don't know. Is, is she
I
the
don't
most?
think so. I think she still has. I think she still has it in her. But
What
what
do you
she needs
mean?
is she needs a good foil for her because you could have a great wrestling match and great wrestling story without there having to be a title on the line every single time. That's what she needs. And I think some of the matches that we saw that night may have proven that. But I feel like that's what she needs. She needs a good foil to kind of push her. Now, maybe that might help her. That might she be on the chase again. Who knows?
I mean, there's a handful of ladies out there that I'd like to see with Charlotte, but the problem is there's only really now Stratton, Bianca, Rhea. We're out of names for ladies that would go against Charlotte, and it'd be believably good that she loses.
Stephanie Valcourt.
She's not on the main roster.
I know. I mean, I'm just saying. We had the conversation earlier about bringing them up to the main roster. Lyra Valkyria, I believe would be a cool match. Her and Lyra.
It'd be a good match, but I in no way, shape, or form see Lyra Valkyria defeating her. I don't even see honestly, I would love to see Bailey and her again. Bailey and Charlotte again. To you know, to move that forward. Just to move forward with something. They've done it a bunch, but it's good. Sasha Banks' best matches were Charlotte Flair and Bailey.
Yeah.
Not even Becky. I don't want to see Becky and Charlotte again. I don't care about that.
No.
Becky and Bailey, let's go. Charlotte and Bailey, let's go. Rhea and Bailey, or Rhea and Charlotte, Bianca and Charlotte. I mean, that's a good mix. Dude, Io, bro,
Ooh.
that's the problem though, is I don't know that Flair can go with Io. I know Flair can go, but I don't know that she can go with Io. Io's stiff, and Charlotte
Yeah.
likes to cry.
She hits. She hits hard.
She hits like a truck. I'm just saying, I don't believe that Charlotte's going to like that. So, but either way, Charlotte and Tiffany Stratton was fantastic. Big ups for Stratton winning that. Dude, the main event for night one, Rollins, Punk, Reigns, triple threat. I hated that the way it ended. Absolutely.
What? I loved it. I loved it.
I get it, and it's fine. I look, Punk got his main event out of Mania. I'm cool. And it was a good matchup.
Everybody got time to shine, dude. Everybody got time to shine. You could feel the tension. Paul Heyman, and not to take away from the match, but Paul Heyman was like the MVP of that at the end there.
Oh yeah, and all this does is elevate Braun Breaker to the main event scene because you are talking about there's going to be a tag match, and it's going to be Punk and Reigns versus Rollins and Breaker. All that did, I don't care that he didn't get beat, he didn't get pinned to lose his title.
Mm.
He lost his title in a fatal matchup, a triple threat, or fatal four way, whatever the case was. Oh, it was fatal four way because it was Penta, Balor, Mysterio, and Breaker. Okay, he lost it in the fatal four way. Who cares? Who cares that he lost his title?
Apparently, little Ron was upset about it.
He's playing something on his tablet. It's actually well beyond his bedtime. And he needs to get off the game, but you know.
Kids would be kids.
Yeah. I mean, we're finishing this up and you know, that's that. That'll be it for the night when that happens. But dude,
yeah, speaking of which, the fact that did not see that coming, I was hoping for Penta to win that, but Dirty Dumb back at it again. Ah, man,
I'm good with it.
I gotta call the father-in-law after this. Just gotta see how he's doing after WrestleMania.
I am fine with him winning this because the reality is I like heels like that where they do dirty, not chicken crap heels like The Miz was.
Oh, come on.
I like Eddie Guerrero heels, not The Miz heels.
But Miz,
I like The Miz, but
Miz
that's
kind of blurred the line between the two, though. He wasn't fully chicken shit, but he was kind of conniving as well. Like he wasn't completely.
He was predominantly chicken crap. He was predominantly chicken crap.
He called them the Kellogg's poops. That's funny. That made me laugh. I don't know why that popped me, but it did.
I mean, that's just how I feel. Let's see here. That was a solid thing, though. That whole match was really well done. I enjoyed the match.
Dude. I honestly I didn't know who was gonna win.
Right.
Like that was like legit. I was like, oh, it was a couple of times I jumped out of the couch. I was like, oh yeah, oh come on, bro. I was so hoping Penta was gonna take it.
Right. We're gonna get to that matchup in a minute, though. Io Sky defeating Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair. Work of art. I loved that match. It was a great match. Great match. And and it is crazy that Io hit the moonsault and pin Belair.
Yeah.
All in one shot. It's like
beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Io deserved that Mania win. Big time. Drew McIntyre winning the street fight. Oy. Okay.
Are you not happy with it or what?
So I get that Drew needed something, but Damian was just a world champion and lost it to Gunther, and then Gunther just lost a world title. So it's like, who's hunting who now? Like, where's the pecking order at for this? It's crazy. Yep, Dominic Mysterio winning the Fatal 4-Way was awesome. That spear from across table to table and then going through it,
Oh,
insane. And the new tables are really nice.
yeah, they look cool.
The new
Yeah.
tables are really nice. The picture of Carlito's face on the WWE.com site. I don't know if you've seen it. Oh my goodness, it's fantastic. He looks
I like
like, dude. What he looks like is he just farted and realized it was wet. That's what his face looks like. If you go to WWE.com and hit the results and scroll down, that is exactly what his face looks like. It is hilarious. Um,
That's funny. Hold on, I'm gonna
yeah.
pull it up. I'm funny that you mentioned it, but like Drew McIntyre's like selfie still bored at work.
Yes, it was great. It was great. Um, Randy Orton's open challenge results in the TNA heavyweight champion Joe Hendry.
I wanted to believe, bro. I
I
wanted to
was
believe.
like, that is the best pick ever. I said that in our group chat. We have a group chat for the Roundtable Rumble, and we all kind of throw some stuff around in there. Or if we want guests or whatever, we kind of da 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 da. But yeah,
I
it's
found
all
it.
talked about. Look, it's all talked about in the back, boys. Yes, yes. Look at his face. He looks like he
Oh,
just farted and realized it was wet. Like it's awful.
I was hoping it would play.
No, 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 no. Dude, look, are you nuts? This is copyright. Well, is it copyrighted? How does that work?
I
We're
don't.
screen sharing a. I
Oh, we're
don't
not
know.
streaming the actual event. We're just streaming a clip. That's the difference.
Right.
No, but no, that it was a great matchup, and it was just I wanted to believe, bro.
Right. Wanted to believe.
But I
Dude,
popped for it though. I thought it
it
was
was
cool.
great. I thought it was the best pick that they could have done. I really don't think that there could have been any better. Um, there could have been a better choice for that, in my opinion. I thought it was great. And he did really well, and he didn't get buried. Dude, another company's world title was on screen for the biggest company's biggest show of the year.
Yeah, they
And
literally
going
just
up against a
and that's the
20, a legend, an absolute
so
first ballot Hall of Famer in Randy Orton.
and I saw a post earlier today that said you could lose and still get over. Prime example. He lost the match, but he was still over.
Right?
And that's how you win. That's how you take care of that. If you have a title and you're a title holder, that's how you do it. Darn it.
Right. Dude,
Sorry.
Logan
I'm a little heated
Paul
on that.
defeating AJ Styles was kind of whack. I didn't like, but I see where they're going with it.
Boo.
All right, no. Because
Boo.
where this is going is a carry and cross push.
Really?
Yup. Because carry and cross got involved in the match with AJ.
Well, I know, but
So that's going to lead, dude. Anybody working against AJ Styles is being pushed, not punished, pushed.
Mhm.
So let's hope that it goes well, because somebody said he was kind of upset. Maybe his contract details got leaked out, and he's only got like 3 months left on his contract. Carry on. I was like, wait, what? Did that really happen? Oh no, we don't want that.
No. I would be pissed too.
So if he's working AJ, that's a good base, especially if it's a good feud.
Mhm.
Dude, giving, like, look, I get that Randy and Cena are on a collision course. You could give Cross a great feud with a AJ Styles, a LA Knight, a Cody Rhodes, there's a handful of them that are not title holders that could deal with the win or a loss, either direction, a win or a loss. There's a good handful of top tier talent that you could do that with. I don't want to see him going up against uh, Braun Breaker right now. I don't want to see him going up against Braun Strowman. But I'm saying Karrion Kross against some of these top tier wrestlers like AJ, like Cody, LA Knight, so on and so forth, would be fantastic. It'd be great for his career. Um, we already talked about the women's tag match and its stupidity following into the next day and the next day.
And the next day. And the next
well, no,
day.
it just went Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It was defended 3 times, lost twice. Yeah, defended three nights in a row and lost 2 of them. So it's insanity. John Cena defeating Cody Rhodes to win the undisputed WWE Championship. Wow, Cena hit number 17. So
yeah,
breaking Flair's record because the NWA screwed themselves. I do not. You're going to hear me out. You are going to hear me out. And look, we have friends that work in the NWA.
Yes, we do.
We know some of the sub promotions from the NWA. We know them very well. The NWA screwed themselves because they refused to recognize Ric Flair's other wins and losses of the title. Because if they recognized him, he'd be a 21 or 22 time World Heavyweight Champion. True. But because the NWA decided not to recognize those victories, 17 times World Champion is Ric Flair, or 16-time World Champion is Ric Flair, and 17 times is John Cena. Now that the record's been passed, the NWA cannot retroactively go back and acknowledge them. There's one singular entire way that could be done. There's only one way that the history can be rewritten. And that is for the WWE to buy the NWA and retroactively recognize those 5 to put Flair at 21. That's it. That is the only way, because now world title, it's now over. It's that record's been overcome.
Really?
Yep. If the NWA said it now, it means nothing. Oh, well, you're just saying it because Cena broke the record. If the WWE bought the NWA and then said it, Cena's their golden boy, and they still did it. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference. That's the only way it works. It doesn't work any other way at all. It does not work any other way.
Those be the facts. He's not lying. What else we got? Goodness. That's just night 1, right? Or night 2?
Oh no, that was all of it. That was all of it. Damn. I mean, we didn't cover all of that. Oh yeah, we didn't cover Raw at all, which led us to Breaker.
Breaker coming
There's going to be, dude, I am excited for Friday. I cannot wait for Friday night. I've got to talk to the kids tomorrow, figure out what we're going to do for dinner, but I want to be home at 8 p.m. so I can watch SmackDown. And I'm going to tell you why. Street Profits, Motor City Machine Guns, DIY, TLC tag team title matchup. Bro, yes, send it. I want that.
Okay. All right. Wait, wasn't somebody excited for Rusev Day coming back?
Rusev appeared the other day on
Yeah.
Monday.
Who called that would happen? I don't
Somebody
remember. Somebody
called
called that.
Rusev returning
Yeah.
Monday. I
No,
said
just
he.
returning in general.
Oh no! A bunch of people were predicting that.
No.
Um, let's see here. Let's see. All right, Monday Night Raw. Orton opened up. Well, Cena opened it up with the promo of "I told you I was here to ruin wrestling," and Orton RKO'd him. We already knew about Liv and Raquel winning the belts back. Then Becky Lynch turning heel. We already talked about that. Rusev returned to destroy American Alpha.
Mhm.
I have no idea. We got Stephanie Bakir and Io Sky. So good. Such a great matchup. Roxanne Perez interrupted it. And
And I'm
Rhea
excited for that,
Ripley.
man. Like all three of those
Yes.
girls are gonna be
Right.
amazing. That's gonna be an
Right.
awesome feud.
Jay Uso, Sami Zayn, and Jimmy Uso doing the celebrating big time for the champion. That was worth it. Gunther assaulting commentary. Let's see here. Intercontinental Champion Dominic Mysterio defeated Penta.
I'm
And
glad.
then
Yeah,
Breaker
yeah,
aligned with Heyman to take out Punk and Reigns. Dude,
yeah,
that guy is being just set up for the future. It's awesome.
yeah.
I'm
I
really
mean, you
I'm
called
really down with
it.
it.
You called it earlier. Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I said I thought was
Did
going to
you hear
happen.
the crowd when that spear hit, man? They freaking went insane. Insane.
Oh my gosh, dude. WWE's last TLC match saw Roman Reigns defeating Kevin Owens nearly 5 years ago at TLC 2020.
Wow.
It's been 5 years since the TLC matchup.
Jeez. I feel old. Is it that long? Has it been that long since then? Was
Yeah,
that pre-dome or post-dome? I don't remember.
I don't know. I do not know. I am not 100% sure.
Though I'm not gonna
I
lie,
got no information on
when
that.
they were doing that celebration with Jay and Sammy, I was a little nervous there for a second.
Oh, really?
But I'm glad. Yeah, I was like, no, don't. Oh, okay, good. We're good. We're good.
Right.
Because I love their dynamic, man. I really do.
Oh man. But that's all we got, man. That's all we got. You want to talk about some upcoming shows?
Hell yeah, let's get into it. This is a busy month, man. Busy couple of gigs coming up for both of us, really.
Yeah. Well,
Uh, we're still
for,
gonna try to do this Scotty Brooks thing, trying to make that happen. Might be a possibility. Because he last time he was on here, he did talk about he had an upcoming show and wanted us to be there. See if we can
hit
make that
me
happen.
up. And when you get time, check out the series I'm doing of deathmatch wrestlers as zombies. Yes, I
That
just
is
saw that.
so
I saw the Remington Roar picture and I saw the other one with Japanese writing above it. I saw those
that's
two. It's like it's like it reminds me of Liquid Television, old school MTV Liquid
yes,
Television.
that's exactly the same thought I had.
That's
And it's
the
funny, you know
vibe
what else it
it
reminded
gave
me
me.
of? We were talking about Martian Manhunter last night, right? And his like comic book covers have that 1970s like trippy acid look. That's what it reminded me of too, like that psychedelic
Yes.
look.
Not sure if it's been talked about yet. It has Rollins and Braun Breaker being
That's
the new
not a
version of.
bad comparison, though.
It's gonna be Revolution because he's the revolutionary. It's gonna be the revolution instead of
Evolution.
evolution, and that's one. And then the other people that we have talked about, A Town Down, Theory, Austin Theory, and the other potential third member, I mentioned actually Tony D'Angelo.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna say nah, but like after thinking about it, and I was like, yeah, I think those guys would fit that.
Right.
I mean, if they wanted to go a fourth person, both of them would work. Yeah, that's the answer to the question. Pretty much right
Right.
there, Mike.
Yeah, that's what we were coming up with. We talked about it earlier is why we were able to answer it so quickly, Mike, by the way. Because we were like I said, that was part of our discussion earlier in the show. Um, but that's I feel like that's the direction it's going. I don't know. Who knows who
Or
knows what we're gonna
wait,
see,
hold
man.
on. No, that wouldn't be Rusev.
God, no. No, 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 no,
No,
no. And
no,
definitely not Aleister Black. Uh-uh.
no, no.
Uh-uh. No. Um, which I'm still hopeful is coming Friday. Uh,
I'm hoping for that. I'm waiting. I thought he was gonna come up the last show, but he didn't. So maybe
mm,
we'll see Friday though.
we saw a special like graphic hit the thing during Selena Vega's matchup, and it said 425-25. And it
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
yeah, it was on Selena's
I
matchup.
wonder
So
what did that mean.
yeah, it was a perfect placement for that. If that's what it is, I really do believe it is. And look, they did not do bad with him the first time, but they ran out of good to do with him. What can
Yeah,
they do now that would be different? I think he's fantastic. Where do you put him? Who are you putting him against? He's going to SmackDown, obviously,
mm,
so that's fine. So you got LA Knight, you got a handful of guys on SmackDown, but you ain't gonna be sending him into a title picture.
no.
Would
Finn Balor?
well, okay, so Balor's on Raw, I think. Anyway,
No.
let me get to that. Who would team with him? So what I think is going to happen is they're going to do the tag match first. Roman and Punk, Breaker and Rollins. They'll
Yeah,
do the tag match first, and then maybe Rollins or Roman and Punk are getting ready to win, and then the next guy comes out.
yeah. Yeah, we did
Something
touch
like
upon
that.
that a little bit.
Something like that. But I think that that's the next thing is.
It's funny because like
I was getting ready to
Benny,
sneeze. I want to stop.
Ben Grayson it looks up to Paul Heyman, and it reminded me of TDT. It did. I was like, huh, it's the Zenith on TV, pretty much.
Dude, I mean, 100%. There is so many different people that see that and say that stuff. Personally, I believe Heyman's the GOAT for managers.
Oh,
It's my opinion.
yes.
I believe Paul Heyman is the greatest of all time when it comes to managers. He's one of the most brilliant
He's
minds
on
in all of professional wrestling.
he's on the Mount Rushmore of managers.
Yes. Um,
Ooh, that's a good. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of managers, Mike? And you, Ron? Who's on your Mount Rushmore of managers?
Paul Heyman.
Always that same. I'm just gonna say that after that. Same number one.
Uh, Bobby Heenan. Paul Bearer. Paul Bearer. And Really? No, I can't give it to him. I just can't give it to JJ Dillon. I can't give it to JJ Dillon.
So
I'm more
the same.
I'm more leaning towards like Gorilla Monsoon, actually.
Really? Okay. Damn.
I'm really more leaning towards Gorilla Monsoon. Look, Cornette, man, Cornette's. Oh no! I know exactly. Gosh, he was just on TV too. He used to go out and do the shtick with Karrion Kross and God, man, I cannot think of the name of that guy. Bless it. It was Karrion Kross, AOP, and let's see, Karrion Kross, AOP, Paul Ellering.
Wow.
That's
Okay.
it. Yep, Paul Ellering.
Oh, yeah. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Okay.
That's who I got.
Some good ones. There's some good ones. All right. Paul Heyman, Bobby Heenan, always. Can't take that. I think everybody probably is going to have them on there.
Right.
I was going to say, you know what? Oh, Jimmy Hart, them out from the South, of course.
Okay.
And then, yeah, Gorilla Monsoon. Yeah, those would be my four.
Gotcha.
No, wait, hold on. Wait. I'm gonna go with good old dad. Sinister Minister. I know, out of left field, but I'll stand by it.
Nah, I'm going with Paul Ellering, Heenan, Heyman, and Paul Bearer.
Okay.
Gotcha. All right, let's get into the indie stuff, man. I gotta go.
Let's wrap this up.
Yeah. So I just now realized, folks, I forgot my phone. So if you have tried to call me, message me, text me, anything, I am so sorry. I left my phone in my room. So what happened was, in all honesty, I'm gonna tell you this real story real quick. I was outside before the show and I went to sit down, and because I got chairs outside, I forgot it rained and there was about that much water in the chair. Dude. So I like ran in the house, stripped down, jumped in some fresh clothes, and it was like 7:59 when I sat down. I was
wondering where you were at.
My bad. I was outside smoking and playing a game on my phone. So I was having a cigar, and have you seen that game where you move the nuts from the different bolts and they're different colors?
Sir, this is a family show. Okay.
Yeah, I said bolts and nuts, and the nuts are different colors. Like some of them were squeezed or some of them were microwaved. I don't know what happened there, but you move them to different bolts, and some of them look like they came out the freezer. I don't know.
God, Ron, no, I haven't.
But,
Ron and his nuts.
And then some of them were golden. You know, they were part of the Goldmember movie. Anyway, Austin Powers, yeah. Like, look, but that I was outside playing, that game and smoking my cigar, and I was just chilling, and I wasn't paying attention when I went to sit down, and I sat down in this chair, and it was loaded with water. So,
is your phone okay?
Yeah, my phone's fine. It was in my hand. I had my phone in my hand and my cigar in my other hand, but I just left my phone in my.
I don't know if you dropped it or anything. All right, cool.
No, I don't need it, son. Thank you. But the sheer craziness. Anyway.
No wonder.
Shout out XWW as always. Unfortunately, they are canceled for tomorrow night, but you can always go on extremetvonline.com, subscribe. It is $4.99 a month with your first 5 days free. and check out all the awesome content that they've been unleashing.
And they have a lot,
Redheaded
including
Witch.
us.
Yep. Redheaded Witch Designs. Stay tuned. Huge announcement coming tomorrow. Very excited to hear what that one is.
Announcement?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Redheaded Witch Designs, they make handmade steel and steel mail, chainmail jewelry. As you can see, these are some of the pieces she currently has to offer. And she also does crochet work. If you could show me on the screen real quick. She makes slimes for all you for Dragon Quest fans out there. She makes crocheted toys and little animals, as well as official Little Lorenzo merchandise. That's right. We have Little Lorenzo's up for grabs. So if you want your own Little Lorenzo with Little Lorenzo hat, come on by.
Gotcha.
And she also makes rubber duckies, Pokeballs, you name it, you want it, she'll find it, she'll crochet it.
Fantastic.
I asked for a set of Dragon Balls.
That's you.
BWA presents The Holy Grail, April 26th in Eden, North Carolina. Doors open at 4 p.m. Showtime's at 5. Front row tickets are $15. General admission is $10. You don't want to miss this. Raven Havoc has been on a roll lately. It's going to be an amazing show.
That's you.
And then gets even better. Resistance in Burlington, North Carolina. This is going to be insane. Alpha Underground is bringing you the most hype, amazing matchup. That's just a couple of the talent that's going to be there. It's going to be insane. Look at that. You have Pretty Boy Fodder is going to be there. Psycho Boy Fodder. People think he's a pretty boy, so Psycho Boy Fodder. And O'Shea Edwards, the big bad kaiju. You don't want to miss the Clash of these Titans, and that's only going to happen at the Lucha Dome in Burlington, North Carolina.
Oh, 100%.
And good to hear that Nate Burnham is back in action after his injury from the last matchup. Is he going to retain the title? Can he get it back? We're going to have to wait and see by coming by and watching Resistance at the Lucha Dome.
Gotcha. And once again, the Waxhaw show scheduled for tomorrow has been canceled. The next up is Friday, May 16th. That will be. They are actually moving the Waxhaw Cup to the May 16th show.
Mm-hmm.
But this weekend, you also have the Wrestle Revolution 2025 pay-per-view is happening, and that's at Carolina Beer Temple. All shows are free admission here. They've got drink specials. They've got custom drinks on the bar for that night that you can only get when XWW's in town.
This is the schedule for Alpha Underground Resistance show. As you can see, we are already going through the year. We're flying by this year already.
Next one's May 3rd.
Yep. The first weekend in May, also known as Free Comic Book Day, and that they're actually going to have an event. They are actually doing a co-event with Free Comic Book Day with the local comic book shop. I think I have the poster on there. Should have put it up there.
I'll check in a minute.
Yeah, and that's the rest of the schedule for the Alpha Underground hostility shows.
5/17 is their next one.
That's a 9, I think.
May 17th.
May 17th. Yep, May 17th.
I can read. I got big screen.
Okay. All
right.
Resurgence is coming back. IPW is going to have their heavyweight championship. And look at these big beefy boys. Oh, well, I wouldn't call Cam Brown beefy boy, but we got TDT, Mike Mars, and Aaron Biggs. Cam Brown is in trouble. And what's up for grabs is gold. The IPW World Heavyweight Championship on the line in Eden, North Carolina.
What day is this?
Memorial event. That is. This might be this weekend, actually. Oh, and that is the title belts for Alpha Underground. That was going to be on the line at the upcoming shows. The Enlightened, I don't know how they did it, but somehow the Enlightened got their own championship.
Okay.
This weekend, this Saturday in West Virginia, WDWA presents Spring Spectacle. Look at that card. That's Mr. Grimm himself in the middle of that poster. The lovely Miss Layla James and the rest of the WDAWA title with the surprise appearance apparently from the great Sasaki. Who she's going to get involved in, who she's going to have a match with, I don't know. The only way you're going to know is showing up there live this Saturday, April 26th. Alpha Underground does have a show on the 27th, and that's their Limelight show this weekend. Come see the stars of Alpha Underground clash. And you saw the appearance last show of J.R. Miller, the Zenith, making their return to Alpha Underground. Will they show up? Will they clean house? You're going to have to find out this weekend at the Lucha Dome in Burlington, North Carolina. And that's what I was talking about. They are doing their Alpha Underground is doing a collab with Totally Awesome Comics for Free Comic Book Day. It's 10% off store wide all weekend, along with doing the free comic books. Check it out. Alpha Underground will be there. It's gonna be a good time.
All right. Well, you heard it all right here, folks. You know where to be. You know what's going on. You guys have a great night. We will see you next time. And if we don't see you next time at the show, we will see you at the Indies.
Deuces and